Alrighty, so a 2019 F350. I haven't seen anything on YouTube with grill removal of 17 and up on the F350s. Just want to give you guys just a quick how to take it off, and it's not too hard. Just got to have a few little things to note. So up top here, you're going to have a plastic piece. It's going to have a bunch of push pins, and just use 2 screwdrivers on each side and pry it up. Then it should pop right out. And then underneath that, you're going to have some 10mm screws. Take those out, and then you got clips under that that I can show you in a second when I take that top piece off. Okay, so with the top piece off, what I'm talking about are these little metal pieces. They fit right in these grooves right here. There's 8 of them. I lost one of them, but they're not very tight in here, so you can actually lose them pretty easy when you pull the grill off. So just keep note of there's 8 of them up top here, 4 on each side, and those hold the screws down there. What I didn't see on YouTube is the camera portion of it. Down here, I've got the camera in the front with the King Ranch. Here's the washer fluid on the right. I zip tied them together, and then this one's for the camera. What you're gonna do is, once you pry it off, these are gonna be hanging and connected to it. Just put a little screwdriver wrench back there and just push that in, and then just wiggle it out, and it should come right out. On this one, there's a little black piece, and it's cut in half. So just kind of work it off, and then that should slide right off. And don't lose any of those pieces. All right, so I already have my grill pulled off. I want to give you guys just a quick view of the back. So when there's another video on YouTube, a guy doing it, and he talks about 4 clips on the back. These are the 4 clips. These are not the ones to worry about. These pull out really nice and easy. The ones that really catch the bottom are these 4 on the bottom here. They're a metal, and if you can, when you're pulling your grill off, you're gonna get one side off kinda. I started with my left side, so I got that off. And once I had enough room, I used a flathead, and you can see they're down here. If you get your arm in there and you just push down through this hole, they'll pop off really easy, and your grill will come off a lot easier. Now, as for the camera system, as you can see here, this is where your washer fluid is going to connect to, and on the other side, that's where that clip is going to be for the power to your camera. Down here in the corner, just in this left corner, make sure when you're putting it back on, that plastic piece goes underneath this piece. All right, so to reattach the grill, so you can set it up here, plug your camera back in, plug your washer fluid back in, and put that plastic black clip over it. And the cutout edge is to the right, so the right side, not the left side. Helps you kind of slide it back on. Make sure you got all your connections back there. Just line it up with the top, and just push it back in. Make sure the fork seat correctly. Didn't have that right one down. And then also give the bottom a push. You want to make sure those 4 bottom ones are in, because those are a big point of the grill staying on. But then it's not going to fly off no matter what, because you got those bolts up top. But that's pretty much it. So to get it off, basically, make sure you got all the top pieces taken off and all that. Pull on the 2 edges on the bottom, and this left side should pop out. And then if you have a screwdriver and room to get your hand in, push those 4 tabs on the bottom down. And once you get 2 or 3 of them, should be just fine to pull the rest of it off. So first few times it might be a little hard to get off. After that, they come off pretty simple. Make sure when you take it off, it's nice and warm out, because when it's cold out, you have a better chance of breaking plastic. So I forgot to mention, before you put the grill on, make sure you have those 8 tabs up top, the metal clips pushed in and ready to go. All right, so we popped it on. We got the 8 screws back up top. I'm missing one because it's just me. I drop something and I lose it like that. So I got 7 in, keeping the 8th. So we're gonna put the plastic piece back over. There's a little thing right here, kind of slips in, and the rest of it just kind of slips over. Then, like I said, make sure this left corner goes under that plastic piece, and you should be good to go to put all those push pins back in. One more thing to take note of when you're putting the push pins back in, you got a bunch of regular ones, but on the far left, where you pushed underneath that clip, there's a longer one. Make sure you put that longer one back in the same spot. All right, so once you got everything connected, looks good, ready to go, before you close the hood, and probably before you do all the rest of the stuff that I did, just make sure your camera works. I'm pretty 100% sure that's gonna work, 99.99%. Just make sure that works. Once you know the camera works, you're all good to go.